Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Tune in and listen. Queens on a mission, dripping the mic on Sunday nights, presenting you with 2020 visions. So join us this day and every Sunday night with Ameerah the songstress on Blog Talk Radio, a for sure way to start your week off right. 2020 visions on Drip the Mic.
It's Ameerah the songstress. No regret. You're tapped into 2020 Vision on Drip the Mic Network. All is well. Stay focused. Hey, you guys. Yes. It's Sunday. Uh-oh. It's not Sunday. What's going on?
Oh, it's Sunday.
I'm live? Okay. All right. You guys, it's Sunday. And you know what we do. We're doing it live. But happy Sunday. Welcome to 2020 Vision. For those who celebrate, happy Easter. For those who's really into it, happy Resurrection Day. And I'm just glad we're here another day. It is 2020 Vision and it's about to go down. Give it up for 2020 Vision, y'all. Yes!
Yes.
Hey. Yes, this edition, this is the Girls Talk edition. And of course, we're doing a live stream as well as recording live. And we're streaming on Facebook and YouTube and everything else. And you know how things happen. What's going on? Okay. So we'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. We'll get everything together. And okay. Do we have everything together? All right. So we're going to start this thing over. Where was it? We were saying, hey, it's 2020 Vision and all is well. Welcome to 2020 Vision. Yes, you guys. Excuse me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
No digital.
Okay, so we won't have digital hand claps today. So since we're not having digital hand claps, we have enough people in the studio today and on Zoom to make these claps happen. So every time I say give it a hand clap, I'm going to need all you all to participate. Who is all, you ask? Well. I have my girls in the studio today on 2020 Vision. Yes, it is Girls Talk like no other. I have none other than Mandisa. She's a returning guest with me. Shout out Mandisa.
Yes.
Yes. And then to the left of me, I have Stellita, the resident diva. She drove all the way from San Diego to be here. Y'all give it a shout out to Stellita.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
As well as I have Penny, also to the left of Stellita. And she's a dear friend of mine, and she's going to girl talk it up with us. Y'all give a shout out to Penny.
Yeah.
And we have our zooming in guest, our first lady of Drip the Mic network, and she's on Zoom with us, and she's going to lend her voice to us. Her name is Deidre, better known as Subliminal. Y'all give it up for Deidre Robinson. Now, we do have another guest or two joining us a little later on, and we're going to shout them out when they come through. But for now, it's about to go down. You guys know how I do. The first thing I like to do is give my shout outs. And first we want to shout out Dita because she beat this face, honey. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did. I was like, my turn.
And also, there's birthdays. The Aries are in the house. I want to shout out the Aries. Some of my favorite people, some of the love of my lives are Aries. Want to shout out the Aries. First of all, I want to shout out my son, DeAndre. Aries and he's just the sweetest, charming, aloof person I know, but he's mine. He belongs to me.
He's yours. Yeah.
And I also want to shout out Malik Youssef. It is his birthday today. We'll hear from him later on. We're gonna chime in with him at his birthday celebration extravaganza. So everyone will get a chance to say happy birthday to him. Make sure you guys call in at 646-378-0355. Press 1 to say happy birthday or to chat it up with any of these young ladies that we have on the panel. Can we just put the camera on me, O'Brien? Anything that we have, any thing that we have, anybody that we have on the panel, you can call in and talk to them and shout them out. But we definitely going to be celebrating Malik Youssef's birthday today. So shout out Malik Youssef. Can I get a clap?
Oh, yeah.
All righty.
Yes.
Okay, you guys know how I like to do. Let's show some TikTok videos. What we got first, O'Brien?
You can send your best man, you gon' lose your best hitter. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
All right, that's when your friends come over with the kids and you thinking y'all about to turn up, and they come over and you open the door, you got your drinks in your hand and the kids with you. The fuck is that? The fuck is that? What?
Ain't nobody turning up too much.
Huh?
I don't know. They turn up still.
I'm saying, but how you
kids,
feel like when the when you like,
it
come
ain't
on
the
over,
same.
girl, and they come with the kids.
Yeah, it ain't the same.
It ain't the same?
It ain't the same.
Them's
Huh?
your people. Them's your folk.
What?
What?
They show up with kids, though, even
I'm
these?
just saying.
But what's the age?
Your home training.
But what's the age?
It ain't
When
the
I
same.
mean, like, I'm thinking
You gotta-
anybody 10 and under, you know what I'm saying, can ruin the party if you're trying to party in a certain type of way.
Oh, definitely.
What you say, Subliminal?
Benadryl.
Huh?
Benadryl.
Benadryl. Did you say Benadryl?
I was gonna.
Now, wait a minute. What you do with that Benadryl, Deidre?
You give it to them and they go to sleep.
I was gonna say NyQuil, but you know.
Yeah, NyQuil. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but
I love some
Benadryl,
NyQuil.
Benadryl to put you to sleep and stop you from itching.
That's a whole nother show.
Two in one.
All right. All right. Let's show the next TikTok video. What we got over there, O'Brien?
I just think I found my dream.
Oh, this one crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Turn her up.
I know
Can
I
we
look
turn
a
her
little
up?
raggedy, but I'm gonna go up and ask him a question because he is fine. Let me show y'all.
Absolutely
Excuse me. If that's not baby daddy material, I don't know what the fuck else is. I gotta shoot my shot. I got to. I'm gonna get caught.
I can't hear this video. Yeah, that's better.
Even the back of his head is sexy. Why am I following him? Alright, I gotta ask him a question. I'm gonna do it. Y'all. Y'all come with me. Y'all come with me. Excuse me. Can I ask you a question? Hi, how you doing? Are you single? It don't matter. Can I please suck your dick? Like, I will suck it in the store. You are so fine. Just say yes.
Not in the store.
He said, not in the store, was his response to that.
It wasn't a no.
It wasn't a no. He said, not in the store. Now, men, I know there's some men out there, watching, and this is Girls Talk, the Girls Talk. I know there's some men out there watching. So at some point, y'all can chat it up or y'all can call in. If a woman approached you in the store and you were single, let's say that, because I'm not trying to, get anybody in trouble, and I'm down for relationships and not cheating and all that stuff. But if you were single, you in the store, and this girl approached you and asked you, can she give you fellatio right then and there because you are that damn fine? What would be your answer? I'm just going to say. Now, I'm going to start with this panel, right? No, hold on. We're going to start with Deidre. Deidre, have you ever had a moment where that man was so fine that you had to approach him? Has it ever been that moment in your life?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to assume anything. How did you approach that man? Oh, okay, because she got the ring. She got the ring. got
She's with
the
me.
ring. I need my damn digital hand claps.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, shut up. Okay. So that was the end result of her approach, a man. What say you, Mandisa? Have you ever had to say, damn, he just, I'm going to have to approach that man?
Well, yes, I am guilty as charged. I was at a Prince after party.
Oh.
There was this really big, tall, 7-foot, sexy something walking in front of me.
Oh, my
And
God.
I saw
7
these
foot.
women walking by him, like falling out. I was like, who is this? I turned around. It was Robert Ory. And I said, Mr. Laker, Mr. Sexy. I did. I just walked right up to him and I said, look here. I will probably never see you again. I just need to tell you, you are a Nubian god. And all these women walking by, I said, girl, go ahead. Tell him how sexy he is. Just let him know. Because you just never know. He was so embarrassed. You know, and my little self. And he's just like, and he was just like all embarrassed. I was like, oh, no, seriously, sweetheart.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let him know.
Shoot your shot. I'm just saying.
Men, I have another question for you when you do chat in or call in. Do you appreciate a woman coming up to you and being that forward and just letting you know how she feels, no matter what she's saying? Do you appreciate it, or does it make you, does it turn you off? Does it make it feel like you didn't hunt and catch the thing?
Shy.
Because I know y'all like to hunt. Y'all like to be, I got you, you ain't get me, and all that old weird. We know that, but are there some of you out there that likes to be approached? I'm just saying. What say you? Stellita, would you, if you saw that man, well, have you seen a man that made you just want to just forget all your ladiness and just go up to him and say something?
Now, my approach is totally different.
Okay, well, come
now
on.
that approach was just straight on.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. I was like, uh-oh.
This is what I want to do, and this is what I want to do. But my approach is just kind of like, I like your shoes. I like that shirt you got on. Who does your hair?
Yeah.
Who does your hair?
Who does your hair? Hey, I say it just like that.
Who does your hair? Who's your barber?
I say it just like that. Who does your hair? They go, where are you from? Peoria.
Okay. Oh, beautiful.
That's how
beautiful.
we say it in Peoria.
Our other beautiful guests have just arrived. Hi, beautiful.
Hey.
Hi. Give her headphones and her microphone. We're going to get her in this conversation too. But what say you, Penny? Have you ever seen a man so fine that it made you just forget all your faculties and just say, you know what, I'm going to approach him?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I can do it right now and say it.
Okay.
I did it.
Oh,
it
but
wasn't nice. And I didn't say I'll suck your dick, but
What'd you say? What'd you say? It was close to it though? Was it close to fellatio? Go on, okay. I'm gonna let you say it. What'd you say?
it was close.
What?
But it wasn't like I said. I mean, not that it happened.
That you wouldn't, not that you can't.
She being real nice.
She being real nice. Don't get on this show and be nice.
I'm trying because
we don't have any editor. We don't have this is off script, baby. We can, you know what I'm saying? We can express ourselves freely. Huh?
You really shouldn't say that.
This is Drip the Mic.
Yeah, this is Drip
Dripping.
the Mic Network. So you can let it drip all over. You can okay.
Let your naughty free. Set your naughty free. Go ahead.
Okay.
That word drip though.
Huh?
That word
Drip.
Huh?
Drip.
Y'all getting started already. Y'all getting started already. You're gonna have to rev up your engine, Penny.
I will.
This show is
but
not for the
y'all-
faintest of heart. Okay.
I will. but
I'm just letting you know.
I think y'all gonna be scared in the end.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared. We just had the lovely Kimberly Wesley walk in the door, and she is our other studio guest for the day. I am so excited to have my girls here. These beautiful brown skinned princesses. Sorry. See, I told y'all. See, it's all of this woman goddess energy is getting to me.
That's what it is.
Where's her camera? Where's Kimberly's camera?
Hi.
Okay.
Hey.
Kimberly, so what happened was we was watching this TikTok video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was this girl, she saw like this dude in the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was so fine, she was stalking him right there down the aisles. And she's like, forget it, I'm gonna say
Is that you? Is that you?
Because I have a line.
Okay, let me hear. What's yours? What you gonna say to him?
I say, "Good morning, handsome. And so, are you having a good day?" And he can say, "Yes." I said, "Good. Thank God for that." I say, "Enjoy this beautiful day that God blessed us with." And if he's single, he'll be like, "So what's your name?"
All right. So you got it down packed. You already know what you gonna say. Ain't no shame in your game.
Never.
Okay.
Write that down.
Oh, but she said when she met the guy,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
stalking
sucking-
him.
No,
No, she asked him.
Oh, so cute.
She asked him. Yeah, she went up to him. She's like, she's on live. Like, look, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. He's so fine. So she went up to him. She said, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" She's like, "Are you single?" "No, it don't matter. It don't matter." She said, "Can I suck your?"
I'm all for empowerment of women. Really,
Woman empowerment at its finest.
I'm not well, she knows me, you ladies don't. I think as we grow and experience life, I think I don't give a fuck.
Okay, come on, talk about it.
Because if you hold back, you miss out.
Yes.
And if you're feeling it, even if it's Russ, I probably be like, I'm gonna just do it, but don't take it the wrong way, but take it the wrong way. Can I at least try to see?
Right.
Can I just want to. You look like a victim.
I think that's too forward, though. I think that was just way too forward.
I believe that, but you know,
telling someone you so fine, even because that's a crackhead thing.
Oh, I didn't think about that, huh? Man, I want it so bad. I said, what was that line in the movie? Man, Chris Rock. Chris Rock. What do you say? Just be calling me and calling me. See, that's how I feel about music. I'm sorry. I don't feel like that about a penis, but I do feel like that about music. It just be calling me and it just be calling me. I tried to quit, but I can't give up. That's how I feel about music. Not a penis, though. I mean, they come a dime a dozen. I mean, you can get here's a penis, there's a penis. You can walk outside and people trying to auction it off penises.
Exactly.
Hey, can I help you with your groceries? Hey, you want me to get that for you? Hey, can I open your car door? In other words, hey, you want a penis? Want a penis? Want a penny?
No. They do offer penis. I could go through my. You guys want to see my DMs?
They just offering penis on Instagram.
Baby, I got pictures. I got
Facebook?
offers. That's so. And it went away as the world is going. And we were talking. You said it was forward. Yes, as women, we still have a little. A lot of us have a lot of moral standards, but some things we might bend.
Yeah.
But we as women do get offered. I had a man walk in the club and say, "Can I just?"
Well, they do that anyway.
But men do that.
Yeah.
They just go for it. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's women that bite for it. So we can't seem shocked, even if a woman does it. Like you said, I'm a shoes on. You were telling me on TikTok, like, I'm going to do it. Girl, don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm going to do it.
Girl, I did it.
All right, ladies, we got another video. This one was shout out to Holly Wilson, Walk to Chad's House. Let's check this out.
Dad.
Yeah.
Can I walk to Chad's house?
Sure, but that's a rough neighborhood, so you remember.
Is that one
if
gonna
anyone
show right?
offers you drugs, you say,
I am down. How much for crack?
No, you are not down.
I am not down with any of your crack.
If a stranger asks you to get in his van, you say,
On my way.
Nope, not right. Stranger danger.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
What if a stranger pulls up on you with his car? He's like, hey, I can't find my dog. Can you get in and help me search for my dog?
This one's easy.
Okay.
You help him find that fucking dog.
Nope.
Right. Fuck that dog.
What if someone offers you candy?
I'll take my shirt off for a Snickers.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe I should just drive you.
So don't take my shirt off for a Snickers bar.
The question for that one, ladies, is, what do you tell your teenager if you have a teenager? That's if you have a teenager. What do you tell your teenager when they want to, walk? I would say if it was a girl teenager and she wanted to walk to her friend's house and you wanted to give her the rules, what do you tell your girl teenager?
Well, I used to tell my daughter, I said, if it feels like somebody is like really too close to you, just run to a house.
Okay,
It's just run to a house like you've been there or something like that. But if you feel uncomfortable with it, just run to a house. Just scream like, stranger danger. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I made sure she did. I talked to her about going to anybody because where I live right now, there are a lot of refugees
Mm-hmm,
from
mm-hmm.
the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
and these kids are super, super, super sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to hug you.
Aw.
They say, "Can you be my friend?" and stuff
Aw.
like that. I know that sounds cute,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, they want to come in your
Oh,
house
okay.
and stuff like that. And I be telling them, I said, you can't do that. I said, there's a lot of bad people
Okay.
out here. And I'm talking about these are beautiful girls.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, you have to be careful
You
with
gotta be
that.
careful.
You gotta be careful. And I think, I don't ever think it's a joke.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When
Mm-hmm.
it comes down to kids being
Safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a go to someone's house story. I was being fast. I'm not gonna even hold you guys up. I ain't gonna hold you up. I was living in Detroit, growing up in Detroit, obviously, and had to be about 15 or 16. And my parents and my brothers were very strict. Like, they really thought I wasn't gonna have a boyfriend until I was 18. Food you. Damn it. So, matter of fact, I was pregnant by 18. Anyway, so I was, but anyway, I was being fast, and I had snuck. Snuck. Is that a word? That's not a word. Snuck is a real word. It's a real word though. Is it a real word? Okay, so I snuck downtown Detroit. And we used to have like the Black festivals, the Emoja Fest, and all that stuff. And that's where you go and you sing. And we would sing when I was performing. I would sing down there, but this wasn't that. I was just going downtown to meet up with a boy. So I snuck, And but anyway, it was late when I was coming back, so I caught the bus, and the bus stop was a mile away from my house. So I had to walk several blocks on my street down down the block to my house, and it was really dark outside, and it's a lot of perverts period. There's a lot of perverts,
There's a lot of perverts,
period. And it didn't matter. I was only 15, 16. And I did have a cute little move. We call them move something dresses. I did have a cute little bodice fitting move something dress on. And a lot of men, grown ass men, did not mind flirting with and trying to get with a 13, 14, 15, 16 year. It didn't matter. Grown ass man. So I'm walking down the block. It's at night. I got on this little dress, little white, form fitting dress. And I'm walking as fast as I can walk. Cause I know, number one, I'm in trouble when I get home. Number two, I'm scared. It's it's at night and I'm by myself, and I know better. And I know all of the danger that can happen. Right. But anyway, so this car pulls up, and it pulls up to the sidewalk, up close to the sidewalk. And he kept saying, "Hey, you need a ride?" I was like, "Nope, I'm going home." As he was saying, "You need a ride," he kept getting closer and closer with his car. He was like, "You need a ride?" And I was like, "I'm going home." And I started pointing at any house. Now, I was blocks away from my house, but as he was getting closer, I surely did. I said, "This is my house right here." I walked right up there, walked up on the porch, getting ready to, open the screen door, getting ready to knock on the door before he pulled off. And I waited for him to pull off, and I hightailed my ass. I was getting it down the block, running, hoping he didn't come back around and circle that block. But yeah, I did that. I had to do that. I don't know if my parents or my brothers told me to do that. I don't remember. But just having that knowledge, like, we take it with us. We take it with us. We may think, well, she's young. She may not get it until it happens.
Yeah.
We take all our lessons with us. Because if I would have had to fight that nigga, I would have did that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we take it with us. But yeah, I had to do that one time. Mm-hmm. What about you, Deidre? How you feel about? I know you have a daughter.
Well, yes, and she's full. She don't like walking nowhere. So she was always the one that say, "Mama, I'm going to so-and-so's house, but their mama's coming to pick me up." I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "Let me meet the mom first." So I did it the other way. I need to make sure that you get in the car with her mom, or that woman that you say you get in the car with, or whomever you say you get in the car with. I need to know the address. I need to have a phone number. I need to know how to get in touch with you.
Right.
If you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wasn't walking nowhere.
Okay. Okay.
I got one of those.
What?
Simone was.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I have a story.
Okay.
My mother, we're all
a
particular age.
Yeah.
So in the 70s, my mother hitchhiked.
Oh.
I did too.
My mother hitchhiked, and as an only child and a girl, she'd be like, "Don't call me mama." You know, but I'm 6, 7. You know, we hitchhiked and we lived in Watts. But she was never afraid. I'm like killer vans, and I learned landmarks because I was so afraid. And I knew how to get everywhere around LA. People like, how does little girl know her directions? You weren't losing me because I was always afraid of being kidnapped because she hitchhiked.
Yeah.
And even older, I was never afraid. You know, I was like you. I was always sneaking out. My auntie used to want to kick my ass, especially in Compton. I used to jump over her back wall, go to Centennial. I'd be out late. My little cousin's like, yeah, we 6 months apart. She was like, you gonna get a whip. I was like, that's your mama. But I was afraid of being kidnapped, but I was never afraid to walk down the street in the hood.
Okay.
I was never.
Okay.
Where even now, my kids could tell you, I don't even lock my door. Well, you should know.
Yeah,
that.
I know.
I don't lock my door. I don't have that fear that somebody gonna come break and take the shit. But you know, it's just like I don't live by that fear, and I never have. The one fear, like you said, walking down the street. But I have a grandbaby. I was telling you.
Yeah.
She's so loving, and she will. If she was here, she would go to all of us.
Yeah.
She would use all of us like a tree.
Oh.
You know, she would just go around and around, kiss and hug. So. I'm very nervous now.
Yeah. Well, that's a bad part.
Yeah, because now, but she's only 8 months. But it's like how we were talking. How do you teach them stranger danger without putting fear? But you have to place fear in order to protect. You have to. And it's unfortunate that we live in that society. We have to place fear, but we have to place that fear. Like, baby, I know you want, like you said, they want to hug and kiss. Hi, can I come to your house? But you got to teach them. And you really become complex when you're a spiritual energy person because you don't want to teach, especially our Black children. We already got PTSD.
Right. So
it's like we're adding. So yeah.
Yeah,
sure. I agree, and that definitely takes me into our next portion of the show. I want to show this a little bit of this video. It's the story. I don't know if you guys heard. It came out a couple of weeks ago about the man that shot up the whole family about a stimulus check. And I want to really dig into this and get into this. Can you show that for me, O'Brien? It's Indianapolis shooting number 6. Yep.
Thanks for inviting us in. We learned today that a stimulus check may have been the motive behind last weekend's shooting that left 4 people dead, including a 7-year-old girl.
Tonight, Steve Jefferson is learning what the alleged shooter told police, and we're also hearing tonight from the man who rescued that sole shooting survivor.
The lone survivor of the shooting here at the house took off running and ran southbound here on Randolph, where she got the help she needed.
And I talked to her, and she was shot. I said, oh my God, you've been shot.
Craig Jackson showed us how he came to the aid of shooting victim Genetrius Moore, the only survivor from gunfire that claimed 4 of her loved ones. Moore escaped to Jackson's front porch, where they waited for police together.
What you doing? You squat down, and I'm gonna squat down with you, and I'm gonna talk to you while I'm on the phone with the police. Tell them I need some assistance.
In court documents, Malik Halfacre reportedly admitted he and Moore argued because he wanted some of her stimulus check, and admitted to shooting all of the deceased individuals in the house, taking money and her car. Halfacre also told police, according to court documents, after the shooting, he dropped off his daughter and walked to his friend's house. That's where SWAT officers convinced him to surrender after an intense standoff. Now, Jackson hopes to reunite with Moore just to give her more support.
I would love to meet her, to talk to her, to give her my condolences, because she said she wants to do a GoFundMe, and I'm more than willing to help her with the GoFundMe to assist at the funeral for her loved ones.
Malik Halfacre is scheduled for its initial hearing on March 18th for the shooting that happened here on Randolph Street.
Thank you, Steve. This is the second mass shooting here in Indianapolis within just the last 2 months. Both of them are considered domestic violence.
You remember back in late January, 6 family members were killed and a 15-year-old boy injured in that shooting on the northeast side of Indy. 17-year-old Raymond Childs is accused of killing his own parents, sister, brother, brother's girlfriend, and an unborn nephew.
And the little brother who survived later told investigators that Childs started shooting because he was upset with his parents. His trial is now set for this April.
All righty, we are back. So, yeah, I wanted to get into that. Horrible story. It came and went really quick. though, and I didn't like the way, I didn't like the non-attention that it got. It came and it was a big story when it happened, like I said, about a week or two ago. And then after that, we didn't hear anything about it. And then some of us on the panel haven't even heard anything about it. But it takes me to the just the thought and the question of Black women being protected and us protect, and how we view Black women in the media, and not to compare, and I'm probably going to get a lot of flack from this, but I'm just going to speak my truth, but not to compare. But when there is a George Floyd or, Trayvon Martin or something like that, it goes, frankly, all over the world.
Yeah.
I kind of would have liked to, had this get a little more attention, a little more media attention when it comes to a Black man that actually felt like he deserved more than he was getting from a relationship that wasn't, first of all, they were not together. That was the father of her child. She was the mother of his child. And he felt like the stimulus check that she received, and she's working, she's taking care of the child, she is not getting any support from him, and when she was with him, she was getting abused by him. So he felt that he deserved some of that stimulus check, so much so that he thought it was okay to kill up the whole family, including her other child, her 7-year-old child, that she had with another man. She survived, and her child that he has with her survived. But that's it. Her mother is dead. Her cousin is dead. Her brother is dead. And there's a couple of other stories like that that's out here. And, some of us don't know anything about it. And it got all the hype and all the media for a couple of days. And after that, we didn't hear anything about it. Ladies, do you think it has something to do with it being a Black woman or Black women that are suffering these fatal situations, or what is it? Why are we not protected or celebrated in the media as we should? Anybody can take that question.
Well, go ahead.
I believe that at the bottom line, we have a mental health problem in our community that we need to address. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen. I mean, this is something that has been systemic in this relationship, apparently, for it to get to this level, for him to feel that way. So, I think that that's part of the work that we do ourselves as goddesses, and you definitely do on this show, is, looking at the things that we need to do in our own community when it comes to mental health. That's number one. Number two, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, and her name is Excalibur.
All right.
Well, I'm going to have to address this a little deeper.
Okay.
Because this is something that's very passionate to me. And as Black women, we also got to take responsibility for our actions.
Okay.
And I hear this word, and I hear this word for so long. These are conversations that I have on a daily with men. My men friends that talk to me. We as women, though, we have to take the responsibility first with the PTSD that we give our men. We are very strong, but we are very... I hate to use this word because I will get slack. We are very manipulative. And see, we don't take responsibility for that. We give it to everybody else. And as even mothers, when we have our little sons and they don't do what we want, instead of taking the time and passion and say, let me love this to discipline, not discipline and then love you. You get what I'm saying? We are so consumed because we are strong. We are goddesses. We're everything that make this, we talked about it. We make this world run. To me, women, men think they do, but, on a real strong base of that, like she was saying, systemically, and go back to Willie Lynch, they done quartered the men in front of us. We had to be strong, but we also took the masculinity out of a thought from our men to submit. So now in today's time, let's move up. In today's time, our men don't have that discipline or love. So when it comes to, because the conversation about stimulus, you know how many men I talk to? Oh, that bitch should give me half of that money. I mean, right now today, it's a true factor that men are talking about the stimulus. They are really talking about how they want half of the money. And some of them might deserve it, but some of them don't. But we have to address those real, we're not talking about, when I say words, you have all the words, you have book words, but let's do layman's term in our community. Let's talk to each other in a real talk. Definitions that they understand, because it's definitions in both worlds. And see, we have those pseudo blacks that could talk and have real big words, but in our world, our community, some of us, we have to sit down and talk to our sons, our men. We have to let them know that we're not your enemy, but that's not what's going across. So when stuff like this happen, we sit back and be like, oh, well, that man is crazy. We all got to take responsibility from when we have babies with men, that we talk about that. We just had a conversation about that, that sometimes it wasn't meant to be, but we can't get in our heads about it. And again, back to the money, back to the actions as women. Are we, even the media that don't give black women, we're the most educated. Black women are booming and coming entrepreneurship in this world, but we've always been on the totem pole, the last of the totem pole as black women, even in pay. When I tell other people that black women get paid 60 cents less than black women, they're like, oh no, we don't, we get paid. No, that's what you don't know, because you don't know financials. So like I said, this is not just our community thing, it's systemic. It's something that, like I said, of generation of ignorance, generation of we're not sharing, and as us being the strong root, we're the root to our trees, to our branches. We're going to have to start now, our grandchildren, our sons, even I don't care if they're 40, 50 years old, we're going to have to sit down and start talking real life, but with love, unconditional love. People say love has condition. No, because if somebody's going through something and you love them, you're going to go with them. You're going to go to hell with them and back, because you know you're strong enough in your faith to bring them out of that. So again, to that, why we don't get recognized in the media, even in the black media, even in around, unless we're naked, unless we got on hair, we're not recognized. We're not recognized as backbones and roots. We're just there. We're going to maintain it. But as soon as something happened on the media, they put a black woman up to speak. Not too many men to really speak on the behalf of us.
Right. Deidre, what say you? I'm going kind of quick. What say you?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I want to go a little deeper.
Okay.
See,
turn her up, O'Brien.
It takes two people to have a child, a man and a woman. See, there ought to be some type of communication between them two when it comes down to the stimulus money. Granted, yeah, you may have had one or two kids, but you ought to come to the meeting like, okay, this is what we're going to do.
She froze.
Froze a little second.
Yeah.
She'll be back.
She got a boss pose going on.
Okay. Because you could have a mess up pose.
You know, she look like your mama. She like, let me tell you something. Go ahead, Deidre. We got you back. I'm sorry. Go ahead. We got you.
So depending on your mindset of if it's for your child, you could do a lot of things with that stimulus money besides argue and fuss and fight over. Now, the reason that I think that this was overlooked in the media is because there's too much other stuff that's going on in the media.
Come on.
That they're focusing on.
Okay.
That it got brushed to the side.
But why is it so easy for us to get brushed to the side? I still want that question broached.
Because sometimes this doesn't matter.
No.
Well, I mean, but okay. So like, again, I gave the example earlier on George Floyd, right? And of course, we know there was a lot of things in place when it came to the George Floyd. First of all, we were all sitting down and sitting still, and we were all watching. We were forced to watch. We were forced to sit still because of the pandemic. So the whole world was forced to watch and see what was going on with us as just Black people on this earth, African people on this earth. We were all forced to say, hey, this is what's going on with us in America and in other countries as well. But America, you know that nobody does racism the way America does. I mean, people come from other countries to study the racism here and take it back to their country. So we got it to a perfection over here. You know that. So that's why a lot of, energy went to the George Floyd's case. Now, so it's not to belittle anything, and it's not to say that we don't understand why. But still, in the same token, Sandra Bland, in the same token, we're still not getting the media coverage, the propaganda even, that a Black man typically, or a Black young man typically gets when he's murdered or hurt by the police or anybody for that matter, when something heinous has happened to us, no matter who it's at the hands of, as Black women, why do you think we don't get the coverage in media?
Sometimes it's just Black on Black crime. They look at it as it's they killing each other.
It doesn't fit the narrative. They have a specific narrative right now.
Okay. But I agree to disagree. I just said something. All of us, all 5 of us in this room, no disrespect to the men, we are the root to our community of growth to make this big, beautiful tree. And they're afraid of us. And like I said about PTSD, let's take responsibility because the media know Black women gonna get it started. Our passion, our love for our community, once we get our heads out of our own ass, we are going to make America super Black America. We're going to make it what our ancestors built. And they're afraid of us. And that's real. Pay attention. That's why when I said they don't give us that because they want us to keep demasculating our men. And I'm very passionate about that. We are strong. We're the most educated. We are the uprise. We have more businesses than white women. They are afraid. And when we decide to keep having babies, instead of telling us that we can't afford it, okay, you took the welfare system. They just abortions in America. And then they took, it's only one abortion clinic in Texas or Louisiana. So they're even though they're trying to get their women to have, we are being gay. Our men are gay. We're not having babies anymore. So what does that do? We have, as Black women, let's get together and embrace and love each other. Let's talk to each other real. Let's be honest. Quit hiding. Quit being afraid. If you're my friend, I should be able to tell you, even if I'm right or wrong, we should be able to debate and still be friends. Not walk away from one another. We need to band together. And build our community. And I'm very passionate about it. Yes. That's why they don't put us. Breonna Taylor's mom, she was mad at Tamara Taylor, whatever her name is. She mad. But that's what they want us to do. Back to that Willie Lynch, to pit us against each other about money. Pit us against each other about our neighborhoods. No, we're strong. And we got to quit pitting each other against the hatred.
Against one another. What say you, Stellita?
That goes...
I'm just wondering, did he get a check? Did he get his own check?
No, he ain't get it. I don't think he was working to where he was able to even file. You know, they go off your tax returns. So I don't even think he was in the system. And this is just me guesstimating. But I don't think he was even in the system, you know what I mean, to get a check. He you know, as far as the government was concerned, he wasn't an earner. Understand? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. What do you think, Penny?
Ooh, wee.
Huh?
This is the way I see it.
All right, now.
I see it like this. This is a lazy Black man's privilege.
Ooh, now that is gonna sting.
You know, that's how I see it.
Ooh, that's gonna sting.
It's I don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he actually thinks that's he ain't supported the child. He ain't did nothing. And you think you deserve what? Right. What in your mind think you deserve anything? And my thing is I understand we're supposed to support our Black men, but you know what? I'm tired of being the independent woman. I'm tired of being like, you know, we're supposed to be so strong. And it's like we're supposed to back our men and stuff like that. But when will they start backing us?
Yes.
You know, it's like, you know, there's no reason for him to ever do that. Like me, it kills me. It literally kills me if a man asks me for something.
Yeah. Can you excuse me, O'Brien, can you move it to where I can see it? Because I can't see it. And then mute him for 1 second. Okay. I could, because my camera is obstructing my view. I don't know what we're going to do. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Penny.
So to me, it just kills me when a man asks a woman, you know, for something. I mean, we're not married. We're not nothing. What makes you think you deserve it? And, you know, of course, a man going to say, well, you asked me for something. Don't mean you have to give it to him.
Right.
You know, but the gall to think that he deserved it. And then I understand we can blame everything on mental illness and this and that. But at the same time, they walk around here like I'm privileged.
Right.
We say white privilege. There's black man privilege too.
Yeah. Well, ladies, this is a
right.
deep conversation that we can go on and on and on and on about and dig into. I know I started this thing and now I want to cut us quick. But we have Malik Youssef joining us. I told you guys today is his birthday. He's at his party, which we will be there. We'll be there in a minute, Mr. Youssef. What?
Get it.
I have to say one thing. Go Aries. Go Aries.
Go Aries. Go Aries.
Yes, my birthday.
Go Aries. Okay. Finna do the bye-bye.
Oh, Brian, can you please put him somewhere so I can see him? Even yes, there we go. Wonderful. Hey, Leek.
What's to it? Why y'all ain't here yet? Come on.
We coming. Well, I got work to do, Leek. Leek, I got work to do, but I'll be there.
We got to do the work.
We're on our way.
You got a lot of work coming up too. You got more work.
I do.
You got more work to do.
I mean, clothing lines, tours, all kinds of stuff that y'all done put me into.
Everything.
I mean,
love it. Empowerment.
It's almost it's like it's my birthday, but it's yours, Leek. It's your day. It's your day.
Yes, hey, it's a real nigga holiday. I appreciate y'all having me in here. I hear the sister speaking. I hear the sister talking, and I want to honor that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But y'all, come on, we working.
Okay.
I hope I know you're gonna show up. I see you looking fresh.
I
know how you do.
Not yet. It's gonna be.
No. That's beautiful though. I know you're gonna kill it. Though.
I'm gonna kill it. I think is Aziz on the line? Do we got Aziz on the line? I think he wants to. He has a piece that he's prepared for you for your birthday.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Aziz, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, brother.
Happy birthday to a real nigga, Hakeem Asante, my brother.
Yeah, no question. Peace to the God. Most definitely.
Yes. Man, another blessed one for you, man. I'm glad that you was blessed to make it to another one, man.
So blessed.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm just gonna spit a piece. I'm just gonna spit a piece. It ain't customized. I'm just gonna spit a piece and get out the way real quick.
Yeah. Let's spit a piece. I'll take that blessing all day.
Y'all got it turned up in this thing. All right. This piece is called My Flow. This is my flow. Swift and gifted, mathematically lifted. Oxygen projects from my tongue, speaking fast, processing slow. More liquid gold. Call it fertilizer and potted soil injecting growth. Seeds show promise and hope. Wouldn't it be dope if every bro sold breath into a hurting bro? They scared of that glow. If the culture explodes and begins to unload, the popular story told is if we had control, we would be the instrument that places the tag on white supremacy's toe. Suburban myth seeps from the lift of QAnon hosts, but it's just boast. People rose in droves. Stupidity showed. Capital office sickness is a ghost. And these assholes tried to deem black votes a hoax. Your paranoia spoke. Now you choke on the fear of power in the black hole. You misjudge our goals. Systemic racism has an ego that it would never let go. Well, hell, I don't know. It seems over 400 years proven to show you can't hold another down without studying your own growth. So know that we cool on that note. Now his folks placed a vote for no on the Senate flow in convicting against thousands breaching the door, looking for Mike Pence, who wasn't even the foe, the second in command of that D.C. shit show. Not to insult commodes. The whole former West Wing should be in Guantanamo. Now, true to my Jamaican mode, I'm rolled in the hold of ganja smoking like always thoughts provoke. Republican folks said no to the impeachment for the insurrection, but they tried to impeach Clinton years ago for just having a simple erection behind closed doors. In the days of the good old, C-Notes was the goalpost that put most past poor in poverty, but some still had hope. In 2008, yes, we can. Draped flawlessly in melanin about the shade of Alameda Beach sand. Solidified itself as a historical quote to a Mount Rushmore deserving encroach. Michelle learned on the go. Called it like Madame Cleo and spoke, letting us know that many will go low. Racism is a pro at disguising itself as policy or law so that equality crawls slow. Average Americans reject that reality dose, but Black Americans has a built-in device that decodes what racism shows. Oh, all of us are born with it. It's just that some of us has our set to off mode. As was the case when racism, fresh from an overtanning stove, approached the White House as his abode. Immediately sent out easily exposed khaki pants and tiki torch code. Guess hieroglyphics would have made his brain smoke. COVID hit, he choked like he swallowed the load while snorting coke. Drink bleach wasn't a joke. Obama did the most, so America pushed the envelope and retaliated with 45 to revoke. More of his homies in jail than any of my folks from East O. That poison has been awakened, and long after this sickness will still float. My lovely wife, like this poem, she is my flow. African in all of its original, though the Philippines be her birth home. Her first zip code, so she's imported, but her ink doesn't know. At one point I would coach, Hype Williams directing something dope. My queen with the ink spazzing like busting, and her pen was flip mode. Now that's news of old. She would say she let those training wheels go. Read me something she wrote, and I rebuttal, no, this is way over the suggested weight limit that training wheels can hold. Jewelry in the shape of an O. On our matching middles, that's committal to sharing life's workload. It's been my blessing to behold her writing episodes. Insidious pen strokes possessed like demons in the diaries of Chernobyl. Desperately trying to avoid catching verbal turf toe. Erotic word flow assisted her intro to many earlobes, but that's a closed road in the physical. Her royal virtuosity is virtual. It's just a pen game that's kind of a hoe. Cross that line, just remember God forgives, I don't. But lately, though, I've been froze by where her pen goes. You see, at night before that last hour strokes, we have combos about all things from sexual to issues affecting our social. We allow each other to educate, and as of late, I've been able to appreciate hearing her pen regurgitate off of my plate the food I fed her soul like Cliff Notes. My high school grades would never say so, but as far as the three governing branches go, I've always been a history troll. I trust none of those mofos, so I study where they've been to understand where they're trying to go. If current affairs saturates my quote, my wife also gets soaked. We like the twins on G.I. Joe. Only difference is we elope. I call her my canvas, but she is also my echo. With not one word spoke, we communicate like TV and remote. Accidentally, we collabo without even knowing each other's in the labo. We heard the floats of conspiracy-soaked anecdotes that left our country barely afloat at the end of his rope so much that Kamala and Joe had us listen to Yolanda Adams blow, singing, hallelujah, to heal a country left battered and broke. 4 more years, we'd be post-war third world buried under rubble and smoke. Maybe that's the hope of the Christian GOs. I know I trust my penis in the mouth of a cannibal before I believe evangelicals are the people that God chose. More gold is gold and souls were sold. Rest of capital like trailer park land was being sold, and oh, that's what pissed off the Pope. They claim they didn't know, but Michael Cohen's told. He is the lawyer that paid $100K to shush Stormy Daniels, who was Donald Trump's hoe. Now, let's juxtapose. Suppose my folks were xenophobe, decided to lock and load the enrolled on the Capitol in the optical of the whole globe. Would Washington allow that visual or show the white nationals how colored individuals are expendable? It's just invisible constitutional quid pro quo. And this has been my flow. Happy birthday, my brother.
Birthday!
Yes. Bro, spoken on the troops in that, man. Appreciate you, G. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, we just wanted
all love, my brother.
We just wanted to celebrate you right quick. We'll be there as soon as the show is over. We're gonna turn up with you for real in real life. we want to do this toast to you before you go. You guys raise your glasses. What are we drinking right now? We are drinking. Tell them what we're drinking.
Smells good.
Here, give me this. Give me this.
Redemption bourbon.
I don't have a glass to pour, but I damn sure got something to smoke. But,
okay. All right. It's Redemption.
It's Redemption bourbon. It's aged 4 years in new oak barrels, and it's a wheat bourbon, which actually takes out a lot of the bite out of it, so it's not as bitey as some of the bourbons we've had before.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna raise our glasses to Mr. Malik Youssef. Happy birthday to you. We're about to come turn up with you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for everything.
Clink. Thanks, Aziz. I appreciate y'all.
Damn. Had I had a little bit of a notice, I would have been on the plane my damn self. But
man, I heard you.
Happy birthday.
Hey, more to come though. We got more things coming for sure. I appreciate y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, love.
No doubt.
Love. All right, I'll let you get back to it. See you in a minute, Leek.
Thank you.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye.
That opened up the noses up in here.
You know I'm a true Aries. Why I have my toast? She said a toast. I was like, okay, I must have missed the toast.
Here, pass this down to her.
She's like, wait, that was all refreshment. It's like all refreshment.
Yes. Only the best, darling. Only the best on 2020 Vision. We're thorough, darling.
I definitely like the name of the show, Drip.
Well, no, the name of the network is Drip the Mic.
Oh.
The name of the show is 2020 Vision.
Oh,
Yes, Drip the Mic Network host 2020 Vision.
Okay.
Yes, stay
like
focused, baby. Stay
And
focused.
guess what I have to say from a friend, a spiritual sister.
Put your mic.
We make the mics drip.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The energy is awesome. This is my spiritual sister. That's what it
yeah.
says.
Yes.
No matter how far, we don't have to see each other, but I love her because the focus and the willingness to get in touch with our universe.
Come on.
Yes, to get in touch with our spiritualness. That, like I said, we are the roots.
Come on.
Yeah.
And I do believe that.
We are the roots.
The root.
We are the roots.
Totally.
Well, women, we've been chatting it up. I want to hear. First of all, can you pass me that pad? I want to hear from the chatters, and then Aziz, you still there? You still with us?
Yeah, I'm in the building.
Okay. All right. I want to hear from some of the
I'm
men on some of these, some of these subjects that we've been talking about. But let me read a little of the comments from Facebook. What up, Facebook? Y'all my ride or die. Come on, Facebook. Just give it up for Facebook. Y'all stay in the building. Y'all are not going anywhere. And IG, don't feel left out. They love watching behind the scenes. They won't go to YouTube or Facebook for nothing to watch the show. They're always here, ready to chat it up. Stellita, put your face. You know what I mean? Yeah. Penny, put your face in there so they, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So anyway, they're always here. They're always here riding for us, and they chat it up with us, and they show us love. Thank you guys. 2020 Vision has been on for almost about a year and almost a year and a half, and you guys have been riding with us. Thank you so much. And Drip the Mic Network, thank you for actually even having this network for we can come on and do things like this. So thank you. Aziz is in the house, the CEO of Drip the Mic Network.
Absolutely.
And we're going to read from Facebook, Skip Pendleton. Congratulations on such an exciting new program. Thank you, Skip. Thank you. And then we have Kim Bellantoni. I hope I said that right. I don't like mispronouncing anybody's name because I want to allow you to do it to me. Right. So I don't know what this word is right here, baby. But Kim Bellatoni says, hello, goddess. Goddesses. That's to all of us. Everybody say hello to Kim.
Kim is from the purple community.
Oh, all right now.
Yes,
what is that?
It's a Bellatone.
Bellatone. Is that another name right there? Because I don't know what that is.
She might have been saying something Italian or something. I don't know.
Oh,
that's
Kim
Bellatone.
Like Kim Bellatone.
She's from our purple community.
Yes. Hello,
in the
Kim.
goddess world.
Yes. And yes. And then we have Patricia McNair. Hello, beautiful ladies. So glad I was able to catch you all. And she says, happy you day. And I think that's to Malik Yusuf. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for chatting it up and chiming in with us.
Yes, thank you.
Aziz, what say you? Just pick any of the subjects that we were talking about. Can you offer us a male perspective?
Absolutely. With what the sister was just saying right before we went to Malik, I definitely agree with what she's saying. If you call yourself a man, you do have to have positioned yourself to handle everything that comes with being that man, right? And what I mean by that is, I don't mean just necessarily financially. I mean spiritually, mentally, emotionally, because everything that comes with being a man is not going to be good, peaches and cream. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't have to prepare yourself to deal with the other side that comes with being a man as well.
Right.
You know, there's two sides and everything. Like, you know, one thing I always used to say when I was in the crime life and I was going back and forth to jail and shit, right? You know, I was smiling when it was all good. You know what I mean? I was smiling when it was all good. Things were going great. Those steel bracelets got put on my wrist, and I went and laid it down for a minute, and that victimhood started to creep in, right? That why me, why this have to happen to me, and all this shit, right? And but then I began to talk to other people and talk to myself, and have to understand that, hey, I have some good times out there with what I was doing to put me in jail. This is the other side of it. Sometimes the game throws you a curveball, right? So you have to be emotionally, psychologically, mentally prepared for everything that comes with being a man. You can't just take the good and say, okay, well, this is my accomplishment. So, you know, this cements my manhood, right? You have to say, no. I've been through A, B, and C. I've been through this. I've got knocked down by this, and I've gotten up. I've figured out a way to work through this. And so you have to be prepared to deal with everything that comes with that, not just the good. And you can't like, you know, jump ship, start having a pity party. You can't. You got to do what you have to do to be a man. Yes, things get unfair. So the fuck what? Suck it up. Let your nuts hang and be a man. And
exactly
get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit done. You know what I mean? Things gonna come. Things gonna happen. Life is a constant struggle. Not meaning that you're going to struggle constantly, meaning that there's always going to be those challenges that's next. Just because you accomplish a specific goal that you may have been concentrating on, there's other mini goals, and there's other things that you have to focus on and get ready for and be prepared for to get through on the positive and the negative side. So as long as you're doing everything, or maybe everything is asked a little much, because I may even say I may not be doing everything 100%, but I rest my head at night knowing that what I put in is at least 99%. You know what I'm saying? Because through my life situations and things that I've been through, I've learned that you have to prepare yourself, and you can't be weak and knocked down by the challenges that come to you as a man. And I haven't even put in being a black man. I said as a man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Say something to that. I think that, like you said, a man let's just take color out of it.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
People go through things, and they go through situations. They go, who knows what he's gone through, how many times the door's been slammed on him, or you know, and that was just the straw that just broke the camel's back for him.
Yeah.
And we never know what straw is for anyone.
Come on.
They may have a straw that we know nothing about.
Come on.
You know, and then they get in your face and all of a sudden they just throw up. Where'd that come from?
What happened?
Exactly.
I didn't even know you were sick. You
Right.
You were sick. You didn't say your stomach was hurting. You know? And then all of a sudden you just go,
right. That's a good analogy. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
So the family just didn't see how many straws he had on his back.
Right. Come on.
And he only needed one more.
That's
true.
And that
you ain't give me that stimulus. I see. You know what?
Y'all got me. He just needed one more reason. Just don't give me no more reasons. You know, and it's sad. It's sad too that he had to get that last straw. Nobody saw it coming. You know, it's really sad. There's so many people out there like that.
Yeah.
But that was
So
back
many.
to where I was trying to make that point about us,
Mm.
about loving, listening, loving differently,
Mm.
not discipline first.
Mhm.
Let's look at the situation,
Mm.
because I always say this about criminals, and this man can understand.
Okay.
Hey, I'm on that level. If you put cage somebody else
In the mic.
Oh, if you cage somebody up, all they're going to think about how to do it better. You don't do that. What you do is you educate. You teach him how to fish. You teach him how to redirect that. And that's why I base it on us. When I say PTSD for us Black women, we have to take responsibility of also, like, I agree too. A man should be a man, but we also got to teach that in a loving, as a woman. We're not men.
Okay.
We really cannot raise a man. We have to get influences, a father, an uncle, a godfather, a best friend that we look up to. Because even though we are strong, we're not as strong. We still need our support. But again, let's be our root, because we bear it. Without us, it wouldn't be no life. I mean, everybody has a seed or whatever, but anyway, we're the root. And getting back to this young man, if they keep caging us up and we as Black women don't sit back and look at that, we don't know when to straw, but every day, babe, how you doing? How was your day? I know it's hard. We also still got to be partnership, as she said. We still have to communicate. And we can't ignore just because we're going through something as women that we can't talk to our sons, we can't talk to our mates, even our male friends. We have to redirect our energy and not anything against any other community. I can only speak on my community and my Black men, because I love us. I love our Black men, and I want them to stand strong to protect us.
No, I do. I love my Black men too.
I'm saying
I really love I want to feel that protection.
No, that's what I say.
I just want it.
Oh yeah.
I know how to protect myself, but I'm tired.
Okay.
Well, I think you made a good point. I think you made a good point when you brought up the point about male friends. You know, most of my friends are male, and so if I didn't have my male friends, I think I would have worse relationships with men.
Off balance, be off balance.
You know, because I'm a lot.
Yeah,
I admit I'm a lot.
Yeah,
so brothers being, and we speak different languages of love language. You know, men and women speak different love languages. So my male friends helped me a lot. My friend Sean told me, he said, I'm just gonna have to coach your team. He said, you don't ask enough questions, you don't do nothing. He said, let me organize your squad for you. And so, and I trust him, and he organizes my squad, and I don't have to deal with no nonsense. And I ask questions, clarifying questions. But I'm very supportive of my Black man, and I'm very, very strong because, hey, my son, those of us that have sons, I see my son and all these grown men.
Come on, talk about it.
Being all hard and everything, because they have to be just like we have to be. But at the end of the story, we kings and queens, we all right. We're gonna get it.
Oh, we're gonna get through this.
Yeah,
we're gonna get through this.
It's Easter. It's a rebirth.
Okay, Mr. Cook, I do want you to chime in on this. Just come on now. You ain't got to get on camera. Just have your say. Have your say before I have mine.
All right, so I guess the question is, I got.
You want me to give you a question, or you want?
No, I got a couple different points from this. Obviously there's a lot being said here, and I'm very opinionated. I just try to keep it to myself most of the time.
Yeah, we know.
But
we all know. Amen. Hallelujah. Go ahead.
Like Aziz said, as a man, the first thought in my mind is step the fuck up and shut the fuck up.
Oh, come on, talk about it.
Okay.
That made me feel real good. That made me feel real good. Hey, did it feel good to you, Stellita, what she said?
So
tell me
am I gonna be able to finish this, or y'all?
Yeah. It's all these singers here. Sorry. Go ahead. I mean, it felt good though. We had, it got into you. It was a backbone. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, and because there's what I see and what I feel like, and first and foremost, kind of like what a couple of different people have said here tonight is first and foremost, I'm Black, so definitely support and care about my community. But I do want to say that, hey, as a community, there's, we all do a lot of finger pointing and blaming, and we all need to take more responsibility for our own actions and for ourselves. Right. So not just, hey, as women, stepping up and saying, hey, taking the responsibility for your portions of things, but as men, we definitely need to do that. And in this particular instance, there's the two sides of that coin from the man's perspective. Number one, why the hell other men around this guy, you know, protecting that woman.
Mm.
That woman got to that point because nobody else in that young man's life stepped up and said, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" Or grabbed him by the collar and said, "Hey, let me calm you. Sit your ass down and calm down." You know, so you know, from a man's perspective, that didn't happen from that side of the house, and then from the other side of the house, you know, just mental health as a whole. Like I'll be the last to say that we do not have a mental health problem in our community, because we definitely do.
Yeah.
Strongly.
But but there's you know that level of ownership. You know, like I said, you know, I mean, and you know, yes, everybody knows I'm military, so right off the rip, you know, military is, you know, the first step is ownership. Like you got to take ownership. You got to take ownership of your life. You got to take ownership of the situation. You got to take ownership of what's going on. And so without that, you wind up having issues. So as a young man, he needed to be taking ownership of his life. He needed to be taking ownership of the situation that he's involved in, and then vice versa. Yes, all the folks around him, there's, you know, bears a level of responsibility in that. Now, granted, that's not to say that any one of them should have stopped him from doing what he did. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that every single person involved in that situation bears a level of responsibility. And until we all see that, you know, that then this, as a community, again, it takes a village to raise a child. So until we as a community all kind of bond together and start thinking and seeing from that level, we're going to continue to have situations like this.
He didn't have a village. He didn't have a village.
No.
He didn't have a village.
Brian. I'm sorry. I want to. Brian, you feel you want to? Is this something you want to chime in on, or how you feeling? I didn't want to leave you out. You are a man. You want to say something real quick? I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
Well, no, I mean, it was, I guess, what back up Henry, because it's like the same thing for me, where it's now I just finished school, but yet I'm aware and conscious of, you know, my actions have consequences, and a lot of times it's like little things. It's if you cut a driver off, you know, it's not just cutting the driver off. It's that driver's not going to go home upset, and they might, you know, become vengeful at home and stuff like that. So a lot of us but I have to, like Henry says, like take ownership and be like, hey, I messed up, and then try to make that up and stuff like that. So I would just chime in on that and say that.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, guys. Real quick, because real quick.
Okay, I'll be quick.
Okay.
I'll be extra quick.
Okay.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with embracing our sexuality as far as being men and women. But I think we definitely need to step up and embrace more of being the counterpart of each other, as opposed to that going back and forth against each other. I just think, and that's what I've learned to do, is I embrace my counterpart to my sister. I embrace myself as a counterpart to my wife. I embrace myself as a counterpart to female coworkers or whatever, as opposed to making it like embracing that us against them.
Come on.
Women from Venus and men from Mars type shit. No, that's my counterpart, and I'm proud to be that. And I need to be the best counterpart of that female woman that's in my life to the ability, so that she can get the energy she needs to be a better woman, or the best woman she could be, based on what I'm giving as accepting.
A reflection.
Divine reflection.
Yeah,
the
reflection.
Divine
Yeah,
reflection.
of the dichotomy of black man and of man and woman. Period. So I'm gonna switch it up. You know, in a second, I'm gonna just kind of this section out, and then we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna have fun on this next subject, and we got to get out of here. Party to go to. Yes.
Party.
But I do want to close a very serious and important conversation that we were on. You know, I want to actually piggyback on everything that everyone has said here tonight. I think everything that was said is right on par. It's right on point. It's not one thing over the other. It is all of these things. I believe it comes back to the natural order of things. Mother Earth. Mother was here first. Mother gave birth.
Yes, she did.
And the man was created to protect. To stand in front of, and so I think there's a lot of confusion that goes on, you know, because there is, testosterone and there's strength, there's physical strength typically in a man. So he is going to do the heavy lifting. He is going to do the hunting. He is going to do the fighting. However, the brains behind the operation has always been the woman. Yeah, it's gonna ruffle some feathers.
No, but it's true.
And shameless plug. My video, everything and film everything that's coming out. It shows mother being here first. It shows mother being pregnant. It shows mother breastfeeding and teaching, and then it shows mother sending her son out into the field, into the world, into the wilderness, with her standing behind him as he walks in front for the protection, for the strength, while she's guiding him from behind.
Yes.
And then she's looking over his shoulder to make sure that his steps are ordered and covered as well. If we can line back up with that and get that full understanding, and because men tend to do the men, we're stronger, we get paid more, we're faster, if we can line back up with that, as Aziz said, counterparts to one another. You can't have one without the other.
No, you really can't.
You can't make a child without the other. Yes. If the protection and the strength is not there in the forefront, then the goal or the deed can't get done, or either it has a lot of trouble getting done, just like in war, just like what we saw with the pandemic, then what they call the race war. I kept telling you guys, the warriors had to go out in front. Fight this thing, tear this shit up, in order for us, our dignitaries and the spiritual beings, to come in and then have the conversation. But the foundation had to get laid because we had to tear the old foundation down. Amen. And so the warriors had to go in first. So I just feel like, let's just wrap it up into that ball. Once we get back in order, I think we'll be fine. And yes, we should start with our own communities because we built this thing.
Thank you.
But I want to switch it up really quick, you guys. We only got a few more minutes before we get out of here. We're wrapping it up early today. I'm robbing y'all of 30 minutes. Sorry. We'll be back on track next Sunday. But we were having this really cute conversation earlier on when we was getting ready for the show, and we were talking about booties. Yes, we were. We were talking about Black women's booties, big booties, small booties, medium booties. We were talking about it. And we even wanted the men to chime in. How y'all feel about booty? So my girl Penny, she was like, I just got a booty. And I'm like, girl, I thought you had booty this whole time. I just got a booty. And it still ain't a booty. And Stellita, you ain't had no booty as long as I know you, but you got one now, right? They just kind of grow out of somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know where my booty came from.
I'm gonna call it. It's called COVID booty. COVID booty. That's my God.
At her butt. So Penny said that she has a friend that told her that Lord. Extra big asses just gets in the way.
I've heard that.
Especially for short women.
Penny, can you kind of elaborate on this conversation you had with this man that told you, extra big ass just get in the way?
He didn't tell me. My friend told me.
Okay.
But his belief was that, a woman with a really big ass, she's laying on the bed. You know how most women, they can just lift that shit up.
Right.
But a person with a real big booty, it can't lift because it's just there.
But you know what?
Okay, what? Put that mic to you because we want to hear you.
Okay, so let me speak on it.
Okay.
I'm not sexually inhibited. So
yes, I know.
Let me tell you what I hear from men with big asses.
Okay. Yes. About big asses.
About big asses.
Okay.
They cannot fuck. And they pussies is in, you can't even find it. Your dick has to be so big to even get to it when your ass is too big. I have that European cut. There, but a lot of men
like a diamond.
I done been to swinger parties and they like to look at it, but when it comes to really fucking it, he a backdoor man.
Okay. Deidre, I see that look on your face. Come on. Now, you from Texas, or originally from the Philippines, been in Texas. So, there's some big asses out there in Texas. How you feel about it, Deidre?
I was born with mine, so I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
From my husband's point of view, from my husband's point of view, my friends, if they don't have a big ass, they ain't really my friends.
What does that mean?
Hey.
But what does that mean?
We ain't asking from the men yet. We ain't asking for them. We gonna get you in there, Aziz. It ain't your turn. We still going through the girls.
Right.
We don't make me mute you, CEO. Don't make me mute you, CEO.
Okay.
I'm
gonna shut up.
All right, Deidre. So the question is, when you're, was it missionary style or whatever? Do you have a problem lifting that big thing up?
She was born with it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. All right.
She said not at all.
Not at all. What say you, Mandisa, with your pretty petite self?
Well, I'm just saying that's part of the problem, being this tiny and petite and trying to get some pants to put all this up in. My son and his friends call it Buttzilla. They call it Buttzilla. And I recently, know how you hear friends tell you stuff that you don't hear about yourself.
Right.
Yeah. So I recently came back and an old activist friends of mine said, well, in the community, they're saying that the only reason you get the opportunities you get is because of your big butt. And I said, now, wait a minute. You think that I just walk into community meetings backwards? Like, hey, I'm here. Okay. The leader.
Look at this booty.
And I was offended. I was really highly offended. And then I went to my 30-year class reunion. And I happened to have somebody take a picture of me from behind. And I had never seen myself from behind. And so I went on an apology tour to all of the people in the community that have talked about my booty. And now I'm just trying to become one with it.
One with your ass.
And the power
of the booty. What did Prince say about the power of the booty? Did he say something?
He said, cream, get on top. Cream, sugar boogie bop.
That's right.
That's what he said.
What say you, Stellita, about the booty?
You know what? You got to have a show. You can't just have a booty.
Okay.
You got to put a show with it.
Yeah. I agree.
It comes with a show.
Okay.
Okay. They didn't tell you that part. They didn't read that little small part. You better have a show with it.
And a small print.
Fine print.
It's a fine print. Yes.
How can you perform with a booty though? I mean, is it all twerking or is it some finesse?
It's always an on top thing. So get on the bottom. That's just the end result. Okay?
Right.
On top is where the show
happens. You seem like you want to, demonstrate. I'm just saying.
I can't do it right now.
But they can get the, you know what I mean? You look like you.
You gotta get a show.
You gotta.
I'm jealous. I am too. I'm going to get me some booty.
Kim, you got booty. Stop playing. Now we all know I'm the only one on this panel with no ass at all.
You gotta.
I have a secret weapon.
You've been training.
I have been training. I have been trying to lift this thing.
There's some top asses. There's some bottom asses.
What do I got?
You got the bottom ass.
I got bottom ass. I need some top shelf too.
I have to say something. When it's bent over though, it all looks like a nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because I always had a fantasy of having my husband sit his drink on my. I can't get one of those. I can't. It ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. Okay.
I'm gonna show you the trick. Yes, you can arch that back, baby.
And just
arch
let. And then
I got the European cup. Remember?
Okay.
So when you arch that back, he can sit right there.
Okay.
When you arch it,
I want him to be able to sit his drink.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
And what did Prince say? Prince said, move that big ass around this way so I can work on that zipper, baby.
Okay, all right. Now we gotta go in a minute. So I want to get Henry, and then we're gonna get Aziz, and then you. All right, because Aziz gonna be long winded. So you go first because I know this is uncomfortable for you. So go. Let him, Kimmy. Let him say what he feels about the booty.
The booty.
Well, I guess the short version is just very simple. That too much is just too much, and then but having nothing is definitely not acceptable.
Okay.
Exactly.
So at least we know I don't have nothing.
Okay, one day
I have nothing.
Yeah, I did marry
nothing. If I don't have booty.
That's a good. Arch your back.
Booty. Okay, Aziz, what say you?
Now, this is about time somebody came in here and put some sensibility in the
Okay.
damn conversation.
All right. Here we go.
We're gonna get sensitive about
Okay.
Listen. That was booties is a blessing bestowed upon us.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
By the gods of our ancestors.
Okay.
That was something that they knew that we were going to need to help. See, it's just not about having that booty, right? It's about all the stresses that it relieves. See, y'all don't even know this. See, that's why black women get
Teach us, Scummer. Teach us tonight.
Oh, great.
Teach us tonight.
Oh, great master guru booty.
When they get home, there ain't nothing like a big booty there to relieve their stress. Now, listen, I'm not talking about necessarily.
What about the ones without booty?
I'm talking about there's so many things you could do with it, right? Like
what? I'm interested.
My wife just looked at me crazy.
Like what?
Is it a pillow? It's a pillow.
She looking like he don't get out much, y'all. Excuse him.
Well,
Go
you
ahead.
don't need a pillow if you got a big booty.
I'm going to go pay for my surgery.
We listening.
Listen, there are so many things. There are so many things. Like you could like men know this. Like there's games you could play. You ever seen a little boy when he just content? He got his little man or something, and he's just on the floor just playing and he ain't fucking with nobody.
So just put the booty in the way.
That's what a booty is.
You know what? I'm
game.
Drop the mic.
It's like Dragon Ball Z for booties.
I make one of them talk to the other.
You make one of the booty cheeks talk to the other.
That's crazy.
I know your wife loves you, so that means that you're home. G.I. Joe on the booty.
Booty
That's her right there.
Oh, wife. So I see what you said before. Your husband don't have a problem. All you gotta do is get some nice boy shorts and lay there.
And he gonna come home and play.
Play his marbles. Like, what you doing, dude? I'm playing marbles.
I want to see that. I want to see booty cheeks talking.
Go to the strip club.
That's what
Anyway, I don't know why I know that, but
I like strip clubs. I know.
I feel like
Good
a
Lord.
commercial
Heaven help
talking
us.
about so many uses to a particular thing, but the things are just like it's just endless what you could do with it. Like if you're just having a bad day, just come and lay up under a big ass booty.
It's booty magic.
Hug it like a pillow.
That's why I work as much as
it's booty magic. I was watching some kind of like documentary on YouTube real quick. I don't know what it was called. I don't know if it probably National Geographic, but they were saying no. It was one of those like African heritage type of history videos on YouTube. It might have even been on Instagram, but they were showing how African women with the big butts, when they put their baby on the back, their baby's feet would sit right there and rest on their butt, and that's how they would carry their children around. So it was literally a resting place while they did their work and everything like that. And the child would actually play on the booty like mommy, just stepping on the booty.
There's a whole tribe called the Bushmen.
Okay.
And they actually store their food in the boutte.
Ooh.
It serves a purpose.
Yeah. So what do you mean? How do they store their food?
I don't know, but I learned about it in college.
Okay.
Like when we studied it in archaeology. And the Bushman tribe, that's why they have the huge booties, because they go on these walkabouts and around because they're migrants, and so they go where the food is, where they can build the land, and so they have to take their food supply with them. And so I said, since my nickname was,
and they have strong backs too.
Yes.
They have strong backs.
I must be part of the Bushmen.
Oh, the Bushman tribe. I must be part of the Nobudi tribe.
No, we're part of me and you are part of that European tribe because my feelings is kind of hurt.
That's why that was given to us. I think that's
do a booty
I
here.
forgot what book that's in. I think
This a booty
I think that's why they were given to us, because the genius of our great creators, he knew the stress of black men.
Aziz, you know what? We get it, Aziz. We get it. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get out of here. Subliminal, we want to start with you. We want to do our last comments and any handles that you would like to share with us. We're going to start with Subliminal, then we're going to start from my left. We're going to go with Penny, and then Stellita, then Kimberly, and then what the hell's wrong with me? Mandisa, and then me. But let's start with Deidre, please. give us your last comments for today and your handles, please.
Circumstances don't make a man. They reveal the insight about his life and understanding of his personality. Uncovering who he really is, explaining his unique place in the universe, the purpose of his life's journey and future. Because he has to be open and acceptable to remain uncorrupt in a corrupt universe. For we all are X something, and I really don't need to go into what those X's are. Every person comes with an identity warning label. Your blueprint, your infrastructure. Just remember that you're God's astonished display, his artistry, his masterpiece, because your circumstance don't make who you are.
Yes.
I'm
Exactly.
subliminal.
Exactly.
Okay, let her finish.
I'm subliminal. I can be reached on Facebook under Ameerah Subliminal Robinson. Instagram is Subliminal Robinson. Call me here, drip the mic.
Thank you, Deidre, for coming on. I really enjoyed you. I enjoyed you being here. We love you. We sending you love and light. We're going to do this again, and you're going to be in studio. This show is absolutely too good to not keep to repeat it, and we're going to have longer time and everything. But we got a party to get to. But if not, we would keep doing this thing. But we definitely got to do it again. Thank you, Deidre, for coming. Penny.
Meeting you.
Penny, what's your last comments? What would you like the people to know? What would you like to say to the people? And if there's any, social media.
Well, I'm not on social media anymore.
Well, what would you like to say to the people?
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go back to the booty part.
Okay.
So just to let y'all know, before men's love booty, they used to love these.
Come on now, we got these. We got these.
Lord,
Okay.
oh Lord. I'm just
That's a
saying,
whole nother
I just want them to start loving these. These are soft, not fake, but soft.
Yeah.
They're
Pillow-like.
They are pillows.
Pillow-like.
They are pillow-like.
It swings to the side.
I mean, you know what I mean? They can do tricks. They do tricks too. And they can talk to you too. You know what I mean? They can hug you too.
Right?
I want men to start saying, yeah, those is the ones that flip over. What did this start saying?
As a representative of the itty bitty titty committee.
Exactly.
Those are the best because you guys get to wear the shirt.
You get to wear the shirt.
Come on, we gotta get out of here. Stellita, what's the last thing you want to say to the people, and tell them where they can reach you, Stellita, Resident Diva.
Resident Diva.
I call her the Resident Diva because she holds down San Diego.
Yes.
When I came to San Diego in 2010, she was on all of the stages, and you know how usually divas compete. She was the first woman that I had ever ran into that was a singer that asked me to embrace me and invited me on her stage. Every stage she's ever been on, I've been on there too, and vice versa. So I call her the Resident Diva because nobody does it in San Diego the way she does. She holds down all the stages.
You mean Tina?
She is the bomb. Oh my God.
I love her.
She channeling Tina and Patty all at the same time.
And she does Diana Ross. She has a supreme review.
We're gonna have to talk about Lady Diana.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All
right. What's your
so my last comment is we all have to tap into what God has given us. We all have a talent. We all have a purpose.
Yes.
There is a reason you're here.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
when people give up, because the gentleman that we were talking about that killed the whole, he gave up on his own life. He gave up and he just wanted to take some people with him.
Yeah.
So we just don't. The reason, the check was out there, but he was already
he had already checked out.
He had already checked out. Really,
he was ready to throw up, as you said.
So we all have a purpose. We just need to tap in. Tap in and find out what our purpose is, and then you wouldn't have to worry about nobody else's check.
Come on, talk about it.
Because you're gonna have your own.
That's right.
So that's my last comment, and you can reach me as Stellita Marie. Okay, Facebook on Stellita Marie, or Instagram at Stell Porter. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
Reach out to me.
Thank you, Stellita. I appreciate you driving up here. You have always been my ride or die, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what stage I'm on. You have always been here, and you're the only one I know that will get a caravan of people and say Mira's performing, and you will come with a van and 3 cars trailing behind you to do it. And Penny, she's always down to ride.
Yes, I am.
You saw me. You've been there when there was 5 people in the audience to 50 to 500 people in the audience. You have fucking been there. Thank you so much. I am so thrilled that you guys are here today. I ain't cried yet, but thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
No, thank you for coming. Thank you.
I love it.
Yes.
I love the support.
Yes.
I love it. I feel good. I keep getting my spiritual
goosebumps. Well, it's on you. What do you have to say, lady, for the your last comments, and then any social media that you would like to share?
Well, again, I'm very passionate about my people. My mother was a beautiful Black woman.
Yes.
Of course. She told me to read and think outside the box. Small little story, and then I'll end it. My mother said to me, I was about 7. She said, a box. We were talking, make a critical thinker. And she was like, I want you to think outside the box. I said, a box? I'm young. I'm like, what kind of box? She said, any kind of box. And then the difficult, a metal box. And she said, okay. Think yourself out this metal box. She making me critical think at 7.
Okay.
So I was in a box. I said, Mommy, can I have things? She said, yeah. So I had to wait a minute. She said, what would you like in this box? You can't get a ladder. You can't get a chair. So you got to think yourself out this box. I said, well, can I have water and juice? She was like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So now in my mind, she gave me water and juice. I pissed my way out the box.
I'll piss my way out the box. God will make a rock cry out in his glory. And if I got to piss my way out this box, that's what we going to do.
Come on, get it.
Right? That's good. That's good.
In this, I say these things, and I say I'm going to print it on a t-shirt. Perspectives and comprehension.
Okay.
We all, even our Black men, I'm very passionate about them because I want them to be here.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
And I have 2 sons that are, one just became a father, one is becoming a father, 35 and 30. They waited.
Okay.
But my sole thing to us, not separating the men, but as us, because we are the root, we are the Mother Earth, as she said in her everything. We are birthing. We do need men to birth, but we need to walk back, like you said. We're not controlling them. We have to learn it as women. You're supposed to love someone. If you fall in love with someone, you knew they was an asshole. You knew they was crazy, but you again love without you discipline, but you have to incorporate love. That's what God said first.
Come on.
The universe is love. And we're forgetting that. And again, as us being the root, to say our perspectives and comprehension, we got to teach each other not to rethink. We got to agree to disagree, the art of war. We have to love. We have to teach. Our village just didn't end once they get older. We're still a village. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You don't know me, but I say if I got floor space and rice and a chicken, baby, you got somewhere.
Come on.
So we have to start back in our ancestors. We have to get back to braiding our hair and putting rice in there, putting food in our butt if we got to be nomads. So to end this, exactly. To the stimulus tech, to normal life, to our sons, to even if we think we got to get her with the ass or the tits, we got to love one another differently, not the way they told us, not from the slave Bible. We got to love each other from spiritual, because God knows how we love our Black men. God knows how we love each other. We got to quit pitting and being jealous of one another. We need to embrace our women and help them and our men back to what, again, in that crisis where he needed help, where he was ready to throw up. But you know what? I believe in this because I believe in the energy of the earth. Sometimes it's like, baby, hug me. I got the money as another woman. But if everybody is sick, you're only going to keep passing sickness. My name is Kimberly Wesley on Facebook, which I'm never on. But my name is Sweet Loving 69 because I was born 1969. Not no nasty shit. But it's Sweet Loving on Instagram.
Thank you, Kimberly, for coming. You know, we're always passing each other, but I thought this was something that that fit you perfectly. So I'm so glad you got here.
I love it because it's a melting pot. And again, I want to preach love. I mean, we get it's too much. When Trump came, it was too much negative energy, and now they're trying to bring it back. No, warriors.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you for coming. We're gonna do this again. Mandisa, your final comments.
You're 69. I'm 68. You know, the year of love, baby. I was born in the year of love. I just have two main points. One is this Aries season.
Ooh.
Yes. Aries is the great I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Aries is a spiritual warrior.
Yeah.
So get your spiritual warrior on. Get your great I am on, because only you can define you for yourself. Don't ever let anybody define you. Don't ever let anybody try to refine you, redefine you. You know, your mighty I am presence is very important. And today is a very important today, because we lost a great king on this day, April 4th. And there is no coincidence that this is happening on Easter. So the rebirth of Dr. King is happening right now. This was the day that he was taken from us.
Okay.
After he had been to the mountaintop on that day, and he gave that great speech.
Yes.
So the speech that I'm feeling that Dr. King wants us to focus on is the drum major for justice. The drum major for justice. That's a speech, you know, we get stuck on I have a dream. But what does it mean to be a drum major for justice? It means that, like Dr. King said, he said, I'm not going to have any money to leave when I'm gone. All I'm going to have to leave is my legacy, my truth.
Which is the most important
How
thing.
I walked my own path. He said, if I can cheer my brother with a word of song, come on, songstress. If I can tell my brother then he's traveling wrong, which is our job. We're supposed to check each other. Black people don't like us to check one another. Then my living will not be in vain. That's what 2020 vision is about, the awakening, the consciousness, the 2020 vision of, we lost a great king. At 39 years old, all of us are older than 39 years old. He was still a baby.
Speak for yourself. Anyway, go ahead.
So it's up to us.
Shit.
Go
ahead.
It's up to us. That's right. Well, I'm eternally 23, but it's up to us. It's up to us to take our mighty I am spirit and be that drum major for justice, like Dr. King expected us to be.
Keep it up.
And where can they reach you, Mandisa?
They can reach me at Mandisa Subira on Facebook, and I'm Eos Dawn 23 on Instagram. And you can reach me at the Kiamsha Temple at www.kiamshatemple.com. And I'm also on Block Talk Radio at the Mandisa Effect.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Right,
Yes. But thank you, Mandisa, and thank you
Love
for
it.
coming all the way from Seattle to be with, me and be with us on the show. This is, she was on the show last week on the spiritual. We could just use it in all kinds of ways. You're actually going to be in my music video dancing. You were here last week doing, the spiritual show that we did as one of our spiritual gurus. I really appreciate you being here. You understand.
Aquarius is a dream maker, and Ameerah is about to pop up with her dream, so I got to be here and hold that energy for my
stand
sister.
in the gap, huh?
Yes, I'm standing in the gap for my sister.
We haven't seen each other in over 10 years. It's probably been about 14 years.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, that we had seen each other, but I appreciate you being here, and you understand me more than I thought you did. I'll tell you about it. But thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, and we're going to go have a good time. Again, my name is Ameerah, the songstress, and I would like to thank everyone for coming, this beautiful panel of sisters. I'd like to thank, our Zoom-in guests, to include Deidre. Thank you so much. And the message is what it always is: love, life, and light. We talked about community. We talked about the dichotomy of Black man and Black woman. We talked about being a village. We talked about just the celebration of the beautiful woman, the body of the beautiful woman, particularly Black women with this bootay, but it was all encompassing love, life, and light. Love, life, and light. You guys, this thing goes on and on and on. The earth is not going anywhere. No. We have to evolve. We have to evolve or get left behind. Yes. We have to grow spiritually, mentally. We got to do this thing. It's up to us. And all you light workers, all you spiritual beings out there, I hope you hear me. I hope you see what we're doing with this 2020 vision. We're using entertainment to take us higher. Right. And remember, stay focused.
Hey.
Woo!
No regret, no regret, no regret. Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. No regret, no regret, no regret. Ooh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex.